All right, this is Bible reading and explanations. We're going to get right into it. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 114. And it says, so I'm going to do the whole chapter. It says, when Israel went out of Egypt, the house of Jacob from a people of strange language, Judah was his sanctuary, and Israel his dominion. The sea saw it and fled. Jordan was driven back. The mountains skipped like rams, and the little hills like lambs. What ailed thee, O thou sea? That thou fleddest? What ailed thee, O thou sea, that thou fleddest? Thou Jordan, that thou wast driven back? Ye mountains, that ye skip like rams, and ye little hills like lambs, tremble, thou earth, at the presence of the Lord. Tremble, thou earth, at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the God of Jacob, which turned the rock into a standing water, the flint into a fountain of waters. Okay, so the book of Psalms, chapter 114. I pretty much think that that's just the explanation. That's just the remembrance. During the Passover, it is mandatory for the priest to read the law um, to the congregation of the children of Israel. So during the Passover, that's part of the celebration. It's to remember how God took us from Egypt, how God took us, and He made a way out of absolutely no way. The Red Sea is if you research it, the Red Sea is a really deep sea, and God parted those waters, and those children walked across those waters on dry land. I think that's really, really beautiful. They, in the middle of the sea, their feet didn't get wet. You know what I mean? I think that's really, really beautiful. It's another one of those things that you can look at, like the Spirit of the Lord hovered above the waters. The only thing that stays above water is oil. And so Jesus Christ is the anointed one. He's the oily one. And that's the reason I think that he came and he walked on the waters and he allowed someone to see him do that. You know what I mean? If something like that happened in these days, it would be all over the internet. It would be all over everywhere. That person would never get any rest after if he let someone see him doing that. And Jesus Christ did that for us, so we would believe. You know what I mean? And so I think this psalm is just a little remembrance of how bad we had it and how good God made it. I think it's just a remembrance of how He cares for us. And so I like to look at the Book of Psalms because there's so many ways to look at the Book of Psalms. I think you can look at it like it is the Book of Palms. It's the Book of Prayers. So it is a book of prayers. You know what I mean? And so that's my take on it. If you have anything to add, be sure to add it in the comments. Be sure to make your own video response or whatever. And peace be with you. All right.